Hello everybody, welcome back to Forza Motorsport 7 with the Daytona International Speedway. Now the Daytona 500 was tonight as we're recording this, and it was very good. Had lots of spectacular crashes, very close racing as per usual from the NASCARs. And I wanted to do something similar. Now, previously I just did the 50 miles of Daytona instead of the Daytona 500. But I wanted to do something different. You see, these cars are labeled as stock cars, but they're about as stock as a space shuttle. They have space frame tubular chassis, 7.5 I think, 7.7 maybe, liter V8s. They have crazy aerodynamics. They have massive tires, fuel tanks bigger than the cars are based on. They're nothing like them in any way, shape, or form. So what if you raced something that was a bit more stock? Like, say, an actual sedan. An actual super sedan. So I set the car class, the car division, to modern day super luxury, which included the Bentleys and the Mercedes. Built myself a Porsche Panamera, and went to Daytona. Okay, we are going to start this off. Here are our challengers. I am in the Porsche Panamera Turbo S. That's not the right menu. We also have a Volvo S60, a Maserati, Ghibli, a BMW M6, a Bentley, an Audi, a Cadillac, another Maserati, another S7, another BMW, we have a crazy wide-body thing, a Jag, an Infiniti. This is one of a Ferrari. Another wide-body thing, a Lincoln, competing the first time in, who knows, like 50 years roughly. And another Cadillac CTSV. We're gonna give this a try. In testing, it worked pretty well. The AIs are a bit cowardly. On the old turning front. It has to brake and they lift off. I don't lift off because you don't need to, but it's the AI, so who knows. I am starting at the very back to give me a bit more of a challenge and moving up through the field. Now, I did convert this vehicle to rear-wheel drive because A, I needed the PI to work, and B, it gives me more power. So, this is the world's only rear-wheel drive Porsche Panamera. We are 3 wide at Daytona, near enough. Woo. Yeah, you can see the rear end moving around a little bit. We are exactly 3 wide. With the Bentley, the Maserati, I'm trying to give space. I'm not doing a very good job at oval racing, I will be honest. It is really heating up in the mid-pack. The Audi is almost colliding with the Maserati. I bumped in the back of a Caddy. That's killed all my momentum. Thank you very much, good sir. Bentley, whoa. It's sketchy. It's really sketchy on this opening lap. I'm sorry, Jaguar. I'm really bad at oval racing. We're 3 wide. I'm getting the back end slipping out. Jesus. That people are already pitting for their first of the 5 pit stops. This is actually like the actual Daytona 500. I just finished watching it with you out like an hour ago. And, yeah, it was a bit crashy. Stay on the wall, stay on the wall, stay on the wall, stay on the wall, go low! That didn't go low enough. That was more of a crash than a bump draft. I will be honest, the Audi is cutting really low, getting in the slipstream. I'm gonna dive out. We're hopefully gonna be able to go for that overtake. There we go. We are technically racing on our own. That's to help balance the AIs just a little bit. We are making up good progress. Ow. Alright, is the Cadillac going in? No, he is not. Alright, will I get the slipstream? No, he will have the better run. He will keep that position for now. I do have another Cadillac coming in to join, a original CTSV, I think. However, I will have the better run, but the Volvo is doing surprisingly well in the estate car. Surprisingly well indeed. However, he does not have the sheer straight line speed of the Porsche, hitting 200 miles an hour down the back straightaway, just about. Ironically, that was the exact same speeds as the actual NASCARs. Fun fact. I think we're in like 10th position, I think, roughly. There's 14th ahead of us. We just passed him. I don't know what that is. We shall see. We're setting very comparable lap times. Jesus Christ. The back end is just stepping out on this Porsche. It is a real challenge to keep this thing on the tarmac without spinning out. Actually, we're in 6th place right now, battling a BMW. About to go for the overtake on said BMW. Maybe. We're gonna go on the inside. Ooh. It's a little close. It's a little close at 200 miles an hour. I think I might go for my first of my 5 pit stops. I do have fuel and tire damage on, so we shall see. 200 miles an hour in here. Woo! I mean, I guess that's a pit entrance. It's not really the preferred one, but there we go. Alright. This will be interesting. Now I'm doing 50 miles. 20 laps around here, 50 miles. Okay, there we go. We're on our way out. Here we go. We have gotten one of our 5 quick stops done. We are exiting in 23rd place. Yikes. Okay. Whoa, that's the fastest Lincoln I've ever seen. Oh. Alright, we're on cold tires. We need to be extra careful of that rear end. We're going to slipstream the Bentley, try and get some extra speed out of it. Okay, the Bentley's actually keeping up with us in terms of straight line speed. It's actually pulling away from us. No, get back here. Get back here. No! Porsche, you're being pulled away by a Bentley. This is not good. This is not good at all. Now I shall close up around the corner, as what normally happens in these races. Sadly, I wish the AIs were a bit better. I really wish they were a bit braver. But, there you go. Okay, come on. Keep the speed up, keep the speed up. We need to be better in the initial turn. We need to be close enough to get that overtake. Whoa, that's not helping. Ho 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 ho. This car is probably the scariest I've ever driven because it's whoa. There's been a mild kerfuffle going on there. That sent me panicking. Okay, we're good. Heading up on 20th place rapidly. Goodbye! I think you're an Audi, Haha! Your German brethren shall overtake you with ease. Now it's a game of strategy, just like the actual Daytona. It's a game of strategery. And hopefully I shall come out on top. We have a bunch of guys pitting now. I don't know if that's their first pit stop or their second. We have merging traffic. Avoid the Maserati. Ho-ho. That is very close. We are approaching a car up ahead. I don't know what that is. We are slowly beginning to burn through our fuel. Actually, I'm curious as to what our fuel load is. We burn through fuel pretty darn quickly. This does have a twin turbo, I know. Shame. But most of these vehicles are running turbochargers or superchargers, let's be honest. A twin turbo. 572 horsepower. V8. So it is at least a V8. There are... which is good. Most of these engines are actually V8s. I think the... is the BMW in this game a V6? I don't know. Oh dear, there's been a big pile up over there, heading out of pit row. I don't know what's happened there. But there has been an incident with a Volvo and a few other cars. I think I saw a Cadillac in there. Ooh. I don't know. This is... I think I might go in for another pit stop. I don't know why it's telling me to rewind, but there you go. Yeah, I'm gonna go in for another pit stop. In the next... yeah, I'll go in now. I'll be decisive for once. Yeah, this back, I feel the controller vibrating out every time. And into the pits we go. Again, cutting it really, really close. I need to stop doing that. Come on. Where will I exit? This is going to be interesting. We're 40% of the way done with our quick stops. We have merging traffic coming in. Whoa! That's really close. Alright, they at least got themselves sorted out, those AIs. So props to them for not completely blocking the track the whole time. We are halfway through this race, and I have less than half of my quick stops to go. This might not go to plan. We shall see. Now, of course, I will have to look at the final results to see where I finished. Yeah, this is a game all about strategy and trying not to crash into the AIs as I pass them. Or the wall, for that matter. Wall is also good about not being crashed into. Okay, now we're up to speed, kind of. Everybody's in the pits. Absolutely everybody. The entire field is in the pits, pretty much. We have merging traffic. Please don't get in my way! That is so sketchy. That is so sketchy at 200 miles an hour. That is terrifying, because you're never quite sure what the AIs are going to do. We are now officially halfway through this race. I might want to go for another pit stop, just get these things out of the way. Oh, this is I have no idea if I'm winning or not. I have no idea who is leading, how close I am to them. I have absolutely no idea whatsoever. This is a game of waiting. There are more people in the pits. I am approaching a car. Is that the leader? I don't know. I can't see the number that well. That might actually be our race leader that we are going to overtake. The Ferrari that's not a Ferrari, that's a BMW. Wow, okay. The BMW is being overtaken. Well done, Porsche. We are in the lead. Alright. We are approaching lap down traffic here in third? No, that's third. Okay. Question is, do I go in for a pit stop now? I think I do. Yeah, we're gonna go into the pits again. Be as fast as possible in here. Alright. This is gonna be interesting. Because we are about to be overtaken. There we go. We got overtaken. Now. This is a game of waiting, a game of strategy. There's another car in the pits. I like this. We have a lot of different manufacturers competing in this one. That's always been my favorite thing. Whenever we have more manufacturers competing, the better. There's a Cadillac that got stuck on the wall in the pit lane. How did you screw that up that badly? Alright, I need to let these guys go by. There we go. Or not. The Maserati can just get really bloody close to me and slam on his brakes. That also works, I guess. Now, what's funny is, although that may seem stupid, that Cadillac, that actually happened today at the Daytona 500. That actually happened. Yep. I know. Bizarre. But it did. It did happen. There was a 4 or 5 car pileup heading into the pit lane. I don't think it took any cars completely out of the race. However, it did cause a yellow flag for quite some time. Cadillac's still stuck on the wall. It's still stuck on the wall. I think it's just given up and just parked it there. We have 8 more laps to go, roughly. 8 more laps to go. And we have 2 more quick stops to go. I am in a pretty happy spot right now. I'm pretty pleased with my position. Alright, come on, Porsche. Do what you've never been able to do before. Win at an oval track. Yeah, if you've watched their Indy 500 career, you will know that they have had the worst failures in the history of the Indy 500, I think. I have more cars entering the pits. I'm coming up to traffic now. We'll see what position I'm in then. Alright. Here we go. Oh, there's a big group of cars! Whoa! Okay, that was scary. They're going like... They must have just gotten out of the pits or something, because... That was unexpected to just see them going like 100 miles an hour on a 200 mile an hour oval. Okay, that was scary. We're now approaching lap down. I think this is a BMW. Yes, it is. Goodbye, BMW. Goodbye. Okay, alright, nice and easy, nice and easy. We're gonna go in for a pit stop on the next lap. Pit stop is on the next lap. We gotta get these quick stops done in order to see if we will win. It's a pretty close battle, actually, when you think about it, between me and the Audi. The Audi, of course, I think pretty close to being done with his pit stops. I don't know, though. And then, of course, me still having to take my pit stops, being significantly faster around the oval track. So it's a very interesting strategy, because I have to keep overtaking him, because I keep going into the pits. But he is... So yeah, it's a very interesting battle. It's a battle of strategy rather than racing, which I like that every once in a while. He can't go all to good old-fashioned strategy race. Okay, we're approaching lap down traffic. Please don't interfere with my going into the pits. You're interfering with my going into the pits. Ooh! Yeah, again, I'm pretty sure that would be a penalty. But, there we go. Okay. I have no idea if I'm winning. I'm probably going to be overtaken in the pits again. And I'm going to have to pit one more time after this. Please go. Please. That would be lovely if you could exit the pits any time now. Cadillac is still stuck. I'm right behind the Volvo. We have merging traffic. Okay. Let's get up to speed in the rear-wheel drive Porsche. Okay. Well, this has been a relatively calm, I say relatively calm. We've had a few close calls, there've been a few crashes, some guy got stuck in a pit somehow. Still don't know how the AI did that, but there we go. Okay, we're approaching a pretty large pack of cars going around the oval as we speak, actually. We have one more quick stop to do, 3 more laps though. It's going to be a very tense last 2 laps. I don't know. This is going to be interesting. This is going to come down to the wire, I suppose. That was a panic and lock up on the brakes because these guys are too wide. And I don't really have anywhere to go right now. To be honest, I'm kind of boxed in, so we're going to give you a bump draft. I'm going to give you a bump draft. Bump draft isn't working. Okay. See ya! There we go. Use that straight line speed, Porsche. Use that straight line speed to overtake them. That was actually a lap down car, that Cadillac? Didn't know that. Alright, I think we're going to have to go into the pits one last time so we have an absolutely flying last 2 laps. I think that's going to be our strategy. Last 2 laps, we can gun it as fast as possible. Here we go. Ultimate strategy. We are going to be exiting with 2 laps to go. 2 or 3. About 2.5. We'll say 2. We have another car stuck, apparently. We have approaching traffic. Oh dear. There's going to be an accident, I swear. Okay, we're now stuck in a rather large group. We almost had a very big accident between these lap down cars. It is getting a bit mental as we head on the last 3 laps. Here we go, around the outside of the BMW for probably the last time. Let's see how this goes. Alright. My voice had a slight die there for a second, but we are good. Yeah, I'm liking my Panamera. I'm liking my Panamera a lot, actually. Woo. It is a bit terrifying, I will be honest. A bit terrifying. Thank you for not going into the pits. You have more cars exiting the pits, actually. There we go. Oh. You just exited the pits and you're on the racing line. Thank you, you idiot, for... I was full lock to the right there. That was obscenely close. Come on. We can do this, Porsche. We can do this. We can do this heading on to the final lap. We're going to have a few more corners to go. I will have to look at the finishing positions for all the cars. We still have a few cars in the pits on the last lap. Talk about a bad pit strategy. We have merging traffic, there we go, we're through! Heading on to turn 1. Come on, Porsche. Come on. We got this. We got this. Easy in the bag. Okay. This is gonna be the 50 miles of Daytona. I have no idea if I'm gonna win or not. We'll see based on the finishing times. Come on, there we go, there we go, there we go. One more to go. We are across the line for the Daytona 50. There we go. Well done, Porsche. Well done indeed. I think someone pitted across the finish line, if I was looking at the thing correctly. 18 minutes and 26 seconds. I think it's safe to say we won, considering no one else has finished yet. Yeah, Porsche's good. Porsche is very, very good. Now, this is... I would love to have all vehicles customizable, but I just sadly cannot. It's very annoying that I can't, but I cannot. Which is a shame. It is a shame indeed. Yeah, we were quite far ahead from the pack, as it turns out. I guess it wasn't so much a battle as he kept unlapping himself and then I relapped him. Well, I mean, it was fun. I had fun anyway. Yeah. Porsche, pretty darn dominant, apparently. There we go. It finally finished a minute later. A minute later, the Cadillac will come in second. Jaguar third. BMW M6 is doing quite well in fourth and fifth. I mean, it was a close race further back, but... yeah, when you are a good... I just ran into the back of a BMW on the pack round. Oh, I just ran into him again. Yeah, that's quite a gap. Ignoring my modified car, which I don't know why the AIs don't modify their cars to the maximum of the thing, but I don't know. Yeah, I substantially enjoyed myself with that. I really enjoyed it. But there you go. That is the 24 minutes, not the 20, the 50 miles of Daytona. I am kind of curious to see how some of these crashes happen, though. Okay, let's first look at the big crash of the day, which is involving this Volvo. He had a troublesome entrance to the pit, first off by running into the back of this poor Jag. That was only the start, which then he proceeded to push the Jag into the back of the Mercedes, into the back of the BMW, which probably got reset, and then he decided that's good enough for being a pit box. That's good enough, that's in the pit box, right? And then he proceeded to crash into the BMW again, kind of just getting dragged along at that point. He gets free. The BMW is now swerving all over the place. The Jag gets out of the way and gets ran into, which then gets ran into by him. And they're just still getting pushed all the way down the remainder of the pit straight. And then the AI traffic comes along, they spin, and that's where I come blitzing by. And it was all just a massive mess. There's cars going in circles, they don't know what to do. And they almost got ran into by a Jag, and they almost get ran into again by a Cadillac. Yeah, it was, quite a mess, to say the least, apparently. Who knew? Pit exits were so dangerous. And finally, we get to see what happened to the Cadillac CTSV Coupe, and it turned out to be some Cadillac-friendly fire between the ATSV and the CTSV, and an Audi, for that matter. The Audi kind of spun him, and he decided the best course of action was to drive forward, and then spin the wheels up all day. Just kept spinning them. He was very determined to get into pit box 15. Pit box 15 is where he wanted to go, apparently. And then that happened right before I left, so that happened literally in the pit stop window that I was in. And pretty much from that point onwards, he was stuck there. He never really got free at all. The game didn't reset him. It was a very sad day for the Cadillac. Defeated by the Audi, got laughed by the Audi in the pits. Yeah. It was a sad day for Cadillac. Their hopes squandered by a wall, and, well, he was very determined to go through that wall, but alas, he never could. Luckily, he was out of the way, and luckily, no one had pit lane 15. No one had this pit lane for some reason, which is very good, because it was being blocked by an idiotic Cadillac. But, there you go. Turns out, if you want to do some stock car racing, in some actual stock cars, it is possible. Might need a little bit of work, might need to work on the class rules, but overall, it's, pretty solid. Yeah, it was a struggle for our poor Cadillac, but it was not a struggle for me. I ended up claiming a victory by a minute. Yeah, definitely need to work. I wish the AIs knew how to build better cars. That's the main problem right now, but in the end, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it, and yeah, we're just sitting here looking at a Cadillac and its desperate attempts to move. So that will be it for this episode of Forza Motorsport 7. I'll be back with more